All right, we're live. 15 seconds. Good evening, everybody. Anybody who's watching? Oh, you're watching on the, somebody's there. Better write that down. EW and net control for the Mountain Juliet. All righty. If you have an emergency, if you need us to call 911, we aren't going to be much help to you. We don't have any ambulances or police cars or emergency equipment. So 911 first, and you can brother-in-law to show. The net may be broken at any time for an emergency. For information on this net, you can see us right now. We're under the word Brain Trusts. It's one word, BRAINSTS. That's, of course, in the search block on Yahoo. On YouTube. Also, you can see us on our regular web page, or irregular, as the case may be. It's on 146.net, just like our frequency without the decimal. 146.415.net. That dot stays. The other one doesn't. Or you can reach us on, let's see, in the groups.io, GROUP, Oscar. Look under MJSS. You'll find us there. That's the email distribution site. Or you can send me an email. We meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. We conduct a net on 146.415 FM Simplex, which we've been doing for about 5 years and something. We invite everyone to use the net for amateur radio announcements and events and training, etc. Let me give my announcements first. Of course, tomorrow night we've got 2 nets on Thursday night. One would be the 7:30 net. That's from Bowling Green. There's a Simplex net. Point your J-poles in that direction. That's on 146.430. 146.430. Point it right at Bowling Green. Steve Raider. Net control, and it's at 7:30. 8 p.m. is the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club's net on 147.105 repeater plus offset and a 156.7 PL. And of course, that's at 8 p.m. So you can start at 7:30 and run right up to 8. Both nets are relatively short. The Simplex net for you would be kind of short because most people can't hear anybody but net control from this location. Do we have any other announcements? Oh, yeah, the breakfast, too, is Saturday. The breakfast is Saturday. That starts at 8 o'clock, but you can show up early. Hold on. How about now? Is it still working, Mike?
No, Paul. There's no audio coming from your radio. Ditto, W4DB.
Should have called me sooner. I got it now, do I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I'm going to start over. Okay, this is Paul Key for BEW, Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net, 146.415 FM Simplex. If you have emergency traffic, please just butt in anytime. We meet every Wednesday and Saturday at 8 p.m., and we do it on 146.415, and you can see us on YouTube at 140 under my call, K4P, like 146.415.net. I'm so sorry I messed that all up for you guys. I forgot to change some cables around. Went from one radio to just not operating too smoothly this evening. But we should be back. Does anybody have any announcements other than my radio? All right. Well, the big announcements, of course, were those 2, and that was the net. It's the ones at 7:30 on 146.430, and that's the Simplex net in Bowling Green, 146.430. Point your J-poles in that direction. What else? Oh, yeah. The Simplex net is at 7:30. This repeater net is 105, a plus offset, and a 156.7. That's a 18. Does anybody have any other announcements? Well, at least that went out over the YouTube, but it didn't go out on the radio. All right. Does anybody need any fill-in information or have any other announcements, or just want to chew me out for being such a goofus? All right, nothing heard. I see there's at least 7 people watching me act silly tonight. We're going to be taking check-ins from the east, and this is net number 537, in case you're happening to keep track. All right, we'll start taking check-ins from the east. This is K4PEW with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Who's next? All right, Wes, you got in there first. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, mobile. Just falling out of church here.
Oh, all right, very good. And very good. Is that here in Mount Juliet?
No, it's between water part of the pipe.
Ah, okay, very good. Over between south of Lebanon, obviously, right?
It's actually.
Ah, okay, very good. So you're a little bit away, and that's Wes. He's mobile. That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. Good signal. My location, mobile station. Good to have you in there, Wes. Who else is east? Please come in.
KB4 SFM.
Oh, how are you this evening?
Better than I deserve. Just thought I'd say hello. Everybody on the net doing a good. Enjoy this good weather while it lasts. KB4 SFM.
Yeah, exactly. But if you ever get everybody here, how you feel, let me know.
I will. KB4 SFM.
Yeah, very good. All right. Martha, Florida, Martha, Tennessee, Kilo Bravo 4, Sierra Foxtrot, November. Good to hear you in there, Tom. You have a good signal. Please come in. Anybody else east? Please come in. Very good. I hear your signal's a little low on audio tonight. Are you doing something different?
Hey, how about now, Paul?
No, the audio's better and your signal's up a little.
Okay, I was accidentally on 5 watts there on base. So how are you doing tonight, Paul?
Well, I got my all my cables hooked up correctly on my microphone.
Yeah, I got on get a couple shots with this slingshot, and it's probably 3 times higher than it is now. And I've already worked Washington, Nebraska, Colorado, and I have Colorado, Nebraska, Nevada, and Texas.
Oh, that's awesome. And all on 100 watts or less and on a 40-meter antenna, right?
That is correct. We just got up yesterday. We have a coax coming up yesterday. And ended up having to poke some string through a tennis for one of them.
Yeah, very good. You got to improvise. That's right. Well, it sounds like you're doing real good on HF with that rig and a new antenna.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. It's a nice flavor change from 2 meters. I like the audio. HF is really fun. I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, you just get used to because some week. I don't know how were the stations you listened to today from out west?
Repeat that.
How was the sound quality on those stations you were talking to earlier today?
Copy that. The sound quality is great for some of them, and for one in particularly the one in Bellevue, Colorado here. Super weak. I could barely make him out.
Yeah, a lot of those stations in Colorado do very well because they have a very good altitude in the mountains. I don't know where Bellevue is, I don't remember, but yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying that because that's the real that's really a meaty area, that whole HF part of the hobby, because you can do so much in so many places. By the way, you're gonna have to work hard a ham radio event coming up, and it's going to be a station or more than, I don't know if there's more than one in Antarctica. So I'll let everybody know when that comes up.
That'll be a good announcement to make. That'll be awesome to make an amateur radio contact in Antarctica. Has that been done yet?
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. There's I think McMurdo Station is there in down the south end of the globe here, and oh yeah, they've had stations down there many times over the years, as far as I know.
Dang, that would be really cool to make a contact to Antarctica and make a contact to the ISS, A1SS. I'm pretty sure you need a beam to make a contact to ISS.
I don't think you have to, but it's helpful. By the way, in case anybody asks, there are 5.5 million square miles in Antarctica. I looked it up today. 5.5 million square miles and about 1,100 population for the whole thing.
That is incredible. 1,100 people in that big place. But I didn't even know that many people lived there.
Yeah, they're all scientists. They're all scientists and technicians down there for the different countries doing scientific tests.
Is there anyone you think that lives there residential?
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. That's definitely probably the only ones that live there residential.
Yeah, very good. Well, let me move along here, Charlie. I'm glad, and I'm sure everybody else is glad you're having a good time with that. That's a lot of fun being on HF. And that was Kilo November 4, Victor Tango India with his brand new antenna and a rig and a HF, and worked a bunch of stations out west. So having a good time. And that was Charlie, KN4VTI. And he's north up towards the river north of me, about 5 miles or so. Anyway, in here in Montreal. Who else north, please come in?
KB4XV.
How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm still kicking, just not very high.
I don't think I've heard that before, but I like it. I haven't been kicking high in a while.
Yeah, you get old, it kind of slows everything down a little bit. Nothing wants to work right.
Yeah, I'm afraid to ask how old you are. Because I'm not exactly young anymore myself.
Yeah, I'm 69.
All right, you're right on the money with me. I'm 70. I'll be 71 on my next birthday next June. So, well, I know what you're saying though. It's sometimes doing things it's about 10 times harder than it was when I was 40.
Yeah, I run into stuff. Every time I turn around, I'm having to put a Band-Aid on something. I got a wood shop I piddle in every day, and
very good. That sounds like it's for you.
Yeah, it keeps me busy. It keeps me frustrated sometimes. Occasionally have a fit, throw something across the shop.
So you're afflicted with that same disease.
Yeah, it gets aggravating sometimes, but it keeps me busy. I gotta stay busy. I can't sit still.
Oh, I hear you. Can't sit around and just continue to deteriorate, right?
No, I used to be in the glass business, and we stayed busy with that, and I sold that in 2016 and retired, and set my woodworking shop back up and started making sawdust again.
I got glass.
Yeah, residential, commercial. The company was Glass and More. It's in Gallatin now. We did work all over Middle Tennessee. Did a lot of apartment complex work and a lot of residential work too.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a pretty specialized business because you got to know exactly what you're doing or you ruin all your products.
Yeah, a clumsy person can put you out of business real quick.
I'm sure that's true, Gary. Well, Gary, it was good to have you in there. I hope you're feeling better. I say feeling better. You're not going to get younger, and neither am I. But that was Gary. He is in the Castellan Springs, Kilo Bravo 4 X-Ray Victor. Good to have you. By the way, I've asked you before, Gary.
I think I'm going to try running up another 10 here pretty soon.
Yeah, very good. I know I say this to everybody, well, almost everybody. If you can, Try to get your hands on a little better gain antenna. Not that you have a bad signal, because you have a good signal to me. But I think you'll be able to hear a lot more people if you put up any of the Diamond or Comet dual band antennas. Even if, do you have a dual band radio?
No, this is just an old VHF radio I got.
Okay, no problem. I rarely use VHF, UHF myself. And I have all these two dual band radios and dual band antennas, so it seems like a waste. But anyway, you can buy a really nice 2-meter. Hustler makes one. It's a 2-meter, and it's got a fantastic gain on it. It's like 100, and now it's more than a J-pole, but it's like $150 maybe. I saw it on DX Engineer.
Yeah, I was thinking about making me a 2-meter quad. You can build one pretty cheap out some PVC, and they work pretty good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I built an 8-element quad for 70 centimeters a few years ago, and that was a big pain in the butt. And it worked great, but I never get on VH. I just did it because I wanted to see if I could do it. But yeah, that would be a good antenna, like a 2-element quad or something like that.
Yeah, therefore you can build 5, 6 element for 2 meters. It won't be 3 or 4 feet long.
Right. Just kind of a big quad, kind of. I mean, as long as if it's outside, you got no problems with it.
Yeah, and you can turn it with a little cheap TV antenna rotator.
Absolutely. Yeah, that'd be a great one to have, Gary. Well, very good. I'm glad you're doing well. And yeah, getting it up higher is always half of the battle. Getting it up high, you can have a really cheesy antenna, and if it's high, you can hear everything. Well, almost everything. Very good. Again, that was Gary in Castellian Springs, Kilo Bravo 4, X-Ray Victor. Who else we got, North? Hey, Steve. There you are. How are you doing tonight?
Wonderful, Paul. Didn't know you were. Did you start out north?
No, I started in. Where did I start? In the east. That's where I started.
I just got in here at the right. I started a Facebook group called. It's 146.430 Simplexnet, 2 words. And it's on Facebook and shows my antennas on my tower that I talk on right now.
To hear it. In case anybody's interested, there's a Facebook page for the Simplexnet in Bowling Green that Steve just talked about. For those who might not be able to hear him, it's on 430, 430, I should say, Simplexnet, and it's 2 words. And he's on Facebook. You get much activity on it locally from your guys?
I've had 5 or 6 already, so we'll see. Just got to advertise.
Anyway, from the Bowling Green Club and the community up there. So I'm
73s to y'all. K4WK.
That's Steve. He's up just a little bit north of Bowling Green. Kilo 4 Whiskey Kilo uniform, and he just, like I said, he had a just started his twice weekly net himself up there in the Bowling Green area on the 146.430, as I mentioned. Out very well, but he does a net on Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. 146.430 and point your, as I said, the front end, which I don't know if anybody heard me, but point your J poles toward Bowling Green. Who else we got north? Okay, I heard Frank, and there was a double in there, so hold on. How you doing, Frank?
Doing good, Paul. It's going to be really nice because I'm going to be off from tomorrow until the 3rd.
Oh man, that's awesome. You just go out shopping?
No, there'll be some of that going on, but no, going up visit. But we know nothing. We don't suspect anything. All made me sick.
Yeah, antibiotics will do that to you. I'm familiar with the problem.
Yeah, and it made my stomach hurt, and and I was getting basically, I guess, heartburn, but I couldn't tell. I was freaking out. I was like, "It's my heart." And they're like, "Well, we got to check. We think it's just your stomach from the antibiotics." And the probiotics seem to be doing a trick, and I'm, gratefully they're working, and that and yogurt. So, yeah, it's hard to believe that you go in for a toothache and all this happens.
No. Antibiotics can really mess you up. I mean, it messes up sometimes your stomach and sometimes your intestines. I even had a reaction many moons ago to a particular antibiotic. It actually caused me two problems, a serious, and I mean when I say a serious, I felt like my head was in a vice. That was from antibiotics. And it also gave me this thing called apathy. I didn't care. I was sitting there in the living room of my house at the time, it was back in the 70s. I didn't care if my house burned down. I could have cared less.
Wow, that sounds kind of crazy. Wow. Yeah, I mean, but anything's possible. You start, they're basically, it's altering something. But yeah, I guess it makes sense once I dug into it more. It kills the type that they gave me is good for, having an abscess to kills all the good bacteria in your belly, and you got to restock it. So the probiotics is doing the trick.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, no, in this case, in fact, the next morning after I took it, and I went to the pharmacist. I worked at a hospital at the time, and I said, "Can you give me that, that little sheet that comes with those drugs like that?" And I told he knew which drug I was talking about. And I looked at it. Sure enough, it says can cause extreme headaches and apathy.
Yeah. No, I mean, some of the other stuff they give you, I've refused to take it. You start reading the side effects, and you're like, "Oh gosh, forget it. This is not worth all the trouble."
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Well, there's always a possibility, that one of the drugs can cause side effects or even kill you.
One may cause death. That's you sometimes they say it real fast in the commercials. You're like, "Yeah, that's gonna make me want to go get that right now."
I saw one. I think it was for one of those emotional problem drugs. I don't remember which drug it was, but in the TV ad, it said that it could. One of the side effects was gambling, gambling activity and extreme sexual behavior.
Yeah. Well, some of the stuff, I if I recall correctly, I was reading that it's for the teenagers for like the acne problems makes them go crazy too.
Yeah, I've heard that same thing. Whatever that is, I don't remember what it is now. Teenagers are crazy anyway. Well, let me move on, Frank. That was Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. We started in on the Health Net again. That's Frank, and he's in Northwest Wilson here in Mount Juliet, right on the edge. Who else north, please come on?
WB0 NOL.
Hey, I missed you last night.
And I missed a couple of them. I was kind of under the weather here for a while. I guess that's the theme of tonight's topic anyway, right?
Well, I'm guessing aside from Charlie, the average age here is something around 60. So or 65. So I'm pretty sure everybody's got something going on.
Yep. Well, I've got a 3/4 century birthday coming up soon.
3 century?
No, 3/4 of a century.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Yeah, I didn't want to say, boy, that's pretty old. Yeah, that's a good one though, and you've seem to have managed to weather the issue.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was just some kind of crud going around. I don't know what it was, but my daughter had it, my grandson had it, and my other daughter had it, and then my wife got it. Just one of those bugs.
Yeah, well, you try to see. Yeah, fortunately, I haven't had but a few of those over the years. But I finally went and got my flu shot last week, so I feel better that I've done that. I don't know if it does me any good, but hopefully it will.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got mine too, so I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. He's down over here finally, and I had my antennas, HF antennas, wires were down, so.
Oh yeah, it's been very nice. I was out mowing the leaves, I guess it was, for a little bit, getting them all cleaned up from the yard.
Yep, I did that yesterday and today. But I think there's going to be a whole lot more of them come tomorrow. Alrighty, well, I tried to talk, but not much would come out. Anyway, catch you later, Paul.
If you can make it, and that was Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar. Or you didn't hear me, maybe, but we have a breakfast this coming Saturday at Courtney's in Mount Juliet, which is a 1/4 mile south of Mount Juliet Road. Who else north? Please come down.
W4DBB.
I'm not bad, not bad. I couldn't hear everybody on the net. Got a fairly good copy of some of the locals, Mark, etc. Not much else going on here. W4DBB.
Very good, Brian. You a decent audio for what you got there. That was Whiskey 4 Delta Bravo Victor. Brian, he's north THT, right?
Oh yeah. I must with an attic J-pole and a couple of parasitic elements. Kind of with your direction.
No, you're doing fine on 5 watts. I'm not sure how many other people can hear you, but I hear you just fine. Very good. HT and the J-pole in the attic because of his issues with what he's got going on there in the hole. So, all righty, good to have you in there, Brian. Who else? Hello, Charlie. What's up?
I just want to say his signal was very, very good to me.
Oh, I'm sure it is. He's west of you. I think it's just a little bit southwest if I remember where you live.
Yeah, that's good for a 5-watt handheld.
Too, where he's sitting. It's really low. Feels like he's in a.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that you can continue on with check-ins.
Very good. I shall do. Who else we got north? Please come down. Very good. We'll move over to the west. This is K4PEW at the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio, west of Mount Juliet, please. All righty. Thanks for calling, man. I knew something was wrong when I heard my phone ring.
Yeah, I figured you'd.
Yeah, I was using my other dual band radio. I said, yeah, my FM, and I got to change over the microphone cables on the mic preamp, so I'm talking into nothing, when I was talking. Good keying up, though, wasn't it?
It was really
good. Yeah, this midweek over there at work.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I had a sinus. Feeling better now and doing good. Rick is not going to check in tonight. He had family obligations, so I just want to let you know that.
Very good. Yeah, I would have missed him. He's normally there if he can be. Well, very good, Michael. Good to have you in there. That's Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. I'm glad you're on this health net. Well, so we got west. Please come in. Anybody else west of Wilson County? Moving to the south. We'll have to catch you on the late check-in. South 40.
KR4AZ.
Hello, Tim. What's up?
Not a whole lot. Maybe check in a while.
Oh, that's all right. People check in when they can. We don't. While I keep track, I don't. I'm just glad they can.
I said a while. I think it's last Saturday, and I don't think I was able to get in last Wednesday. Didn't get back in time, or I looked up the clock. By the time I got back home, I might have checked in. I think you went ahead and put me down anyway.
That's right. That was. I don't think this was this past week, was it? It was the week before. I mean, the net before the Saturday.
Yeah, on Wednesday, I believe.
Right. Yeah. No, we're. I don't. Well, it's nice to have a lot of people on the net. It isn't important that everybody checks in. Compulsion to have to be here because they don't have to be here. They got family issues going on. I understand.
Enjoy it though, but I really enjoyed that weather day out there, fiddling around, cut some shelves for making some shelving, put some more radio gear on here. I've got sitting over here on another wire shelf inside. I'm gonna have to go up, kind of stack it. So we'll see how that goes. I'll let you get back at it, and sure you got them lined up behind me. So 73, my friend, enjoy it. Everybody, KR4AZ clear. Back to them.
Yeah, very good, Tim. That was Tim, Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu. He's in Murfreesboro. I don't keep a log of how many people. I have a running log, but some people would have a list of all the things, and then you check them off as they for each net over time, and it'll be who checked in. That's all, so I can keep track of who I'm talking to. Really. All right, who else we got? South, please come in. Hello, Michael. Good to have you on the net.
Yeah, good to be here. At least I'm not pinching the coax this week.
Well, everything has to be tested in some way, and it's better to be tested here than in an emergency.
Yeah, that's what it's in a hurry to the pinch point.
Yeah. So I think you're home tonight.
Just been working on things around home all day, enjoying the weather, I guess.
Yeah. You don't have. For some reason, I thought you worked Wednesdays, but I guess. Okay. Like I said, we don't have nothing.
I hear you. 73 to the net. Nothing else really to report. Y'all have a good day.
Yep. Very good. Hey, interested if you saw it. It's called The Art of Racing or Driving in the Rain. It's about a race car driver.
Yeah, and I think it's about his dog too, is it not?
Yeah, it is hard about the movie because it's kind of a sappy movie, quite honestly.
Yeah, there's been a lot of sad dog movies this year.
Well, it is. I mean, as far as if you own dogs or you have pets, that in most people's experience, especially if you love animals. So in this case, parts of it are kind of goofy, sappy. Not necessarily. It's a fantasy kind of movie anyway, because the dog does a lot of talking, but he doesn't talk in the movie. He's got a narrator.
Well, that sounds pretty. I miss the racing, especially since the track here went belly up.
Yep, I got you. And no, it's good. It shows some interesting stuff. I don't know. It almost qualifies as, I told my wife, a Lifetime movie, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll have to family with 2 huskies.
Yeah, very good. Yep. We're probably going to get us another dog at the end of the year. Very good. Good to have you in there, Michael. That's November 1, Mike Delta Juliet, and he is right here just east of Mount Juliet, a couple of 40. Who else we got in there? Or south, please come in.
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, Larry. You enjoying the good weather yourself?
Nice.
Or is still yet to come?
Oh, yeah. I think up maybe north of you, 69. And I had a good copy on him. I don't know that I've ever heard him before. I think so.
Okay, yeah. He's about raising his antenna or getting a different antenna up higher.
Yeah, I think he's been making guitars or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so good. Charlie, if you're still there, that's Larry. He's down in Rockville, and he heard you pretty good. All right, very good, Larry. Anything else for the net? All right, Larry. That was Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor in Rockville. Who else out? Any late check-ins, please?
Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo.
Oh, man, I haven't heard you be a late check-in in forever, Richard.
Occupied with something, and just now got done with it. I hope everybody's staying warm or cool, whichever.
Tomorrow sometime, isn't it? It looks like 100% chance.
Yeah, I'm about to burn out on that crap too.
Well, it's not like you get a voting on this whole issue with the weather, do you?
Oh no, that's say nothing. Mother Nature takes care of all of that for us.
I still like Mark Twain's quote. It says, everybody talks about the weather, but nobody does anything about it.
That's what choice we've got. We can't control any of it. We just have to tolerate when it happens.
Oh, I don't know about you. I actually have a global warming push. It's a variable switch I turn. It gets worse or better if I turn it.
Oh, really? Well, I'll have to see if I can't learn. Oh, put it on paper. You can share it that way.
Good, Richard. Richard, you're at the house today, I take it?
I am.
Sounds good. You get your antenna all squared away?
Working on that. Got all put back together yet.
Yeah, okay, very good. Very good. That was Richard, Kilo, India 4, Sierra, India Bravo. Please come now. Anybody else late check-in? I don't hear anybody. How about sandbaggers, scanner listeners, SDR donglers, preppers, and end-time survivors?
And a partridge in a pear tree. I'll see you Saturday.
K4QPR.
Hey, K4QR, Russell, how are you? Hey, Russell, I was going to write you. What I'd like to do, let me email you as soon as the net's done. How's it? Hey, very good. So how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Gonna make a simple supper, but I got 10 more. See if I can get some height on the 2 meter.
Oh, wow. The simple supper to me is one of those hungry man meals.
Or beans and brats.
That'll do it too. Yeah, I do that as well. That's a real simple.
So I had to bake cookies, and then the people at work.
You mean the beans in broth?
Nah, chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies. That's not much of a dinner.
Nah, it was what, a potluck or something you want to call it at her work. And don't bring them anything at my work.
Oh, I got you. Well, very good. So you're still working 4 days. Oh, that's nice. And Monday's your day off, I take it.
Roger that also.
Yeah, that's nice. Brent, who hasn't checked in it, you may have heard him on there, but he works 2 days a week and puts in 16 hours a day. And I think he gets paid for 40.
Yeah, on our weekend shift, they get 36 hours and paid for 40.
Wow. Yeah. Crazy week, though, to have to work 36 hours in 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. I had in the military, but that's not like working a real job. It's a little different setup. Yep, not too good. Anything else for the net for us, Russell?
I can't think of anything. Did it have a topic tonight?
No, other than we're glad you're here.
And see what it totaled up at the end of it.
Oh, on tonight's net, you mean?
Roger.
No, so far we've only got 15, which, like I said, it's no big deal one way or the other.
It was kind of something to celebrate if you can break 30.
Oh, yeah, it would be, but I think because we've had 30 something, but that was a
emails to see what the totals were.
Oh, yeah, no, I tried. But it has been. It was up. I think we had 35 one night. It was very unusual, but unusual in the sense that there was a lot of people. So.
Right. I've been keeping track of your average.
Yeah, it would be tough. I think some of it is seasonal. You're correct, but I think most of it is really personal issues. Now, whether they're activities or being out of town or the things that happen in everybody's lives.
K4QPR. Saturday have any more or less than the Wednesday night?
I've never kept track. I mean, it wasn't hey, we do a net, we make it available. If you want to be here, great. If you what I'm saying, it's not like it's really, unless everybody stopped using it, then I'd be, well, what did I do wrong?
I mean, like forgetting to turn audio on the other night.
Yeah, exactly. Like I did just earlier tonight, I had a microphone and it wasn't connected. Yeah, I know it sounds silly, but the camera fell off one time and fell off where it sits, and yeah, all kinds of silly things can go wrong in these little self-made productions. Here it's Kilo 4 Quebec Papa Romeo, and I will email you right after the net. Who else? Anybody else?
Boss shot.
Hey there, Richard, Rick. I got Stan in there. That's Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec. How you doing, Stan?
Doing pretty well, Paul.
Gaggers and sandbaggers.
Yeah, got kind of excited. 700 credits needed for challenge. Been messing with that a little bit.
Oh, now which challenge is that?
Challenge where you need 1,000 credits to make challenge.
Oh, wow, that's great. So you did reach that?
I'm at 700 right now.
Ah, okay, very good. Yeah, I've never made that attempt. Well, it sounds like you're doing a great job. Yeah, well, I think the last.
For sure. Well, I want to hook you up, Paul. Back to net, KM4H.
Very good. That's Stan. He's over just a little bit north of Lebanon. That's Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Who else we got? Hey, you goofed, man. Michael said you weren't checking in.
I wasn't going to. I had some very important business earlier.
Okay, no, you don't. No rules, man. You know the thing. You don't have to be there.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I had to watch the last episode of the Netflix season I've been watching.
No, you don't want to miss that, man.
Couldn't do it, man. It was a good one. But anyway, I made the late check-in.
Yeah, you did. Who? What was the Netflix series?
Called Designated Survivor, Keith Sullivan.
Oh, yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I've never had Netflix.
Well, me either until here recently, but it was
the productions. I know the ones I saw on. Where did I see those? I'm trying to remember. I don't have any of those premium services. I think I got a copy of some of that other stuff that I forgot the name of it now. It's about the White House, the guy who made president. I don't know if you remember that show. It was on. I think it was an HBO series, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but let's put it this way. This is about a designated president and all the political goings on.
Yeah, some of those can be a lot of fun. I know we had access to the free. Never did watch it on the first run, and that was the family, which I forgot the name of it already. The Sopranos, and we binged watched that for about 10 days, all 85 episodes.
Yeah, we've been doing some binging for the last couple months on this one when we had the Wi-Fi. So that's what that was about. We had to end it out tonight, so I was trying to catch it. I didn't want to miss the net, so luckily it worked out. Yeah, very good. Yeah, after watching 85 episodes in about a week or so, I feel like I was part of the crime family. Yeah, man. I mean, I know what you mean. I almost felt like I lived in the White House. No, it's fun because some of those productions, one and some others I've seen, are very, very well done. Yes, this one was really well put together. Yep, sounds like it. Well, hopefully it'll come out on DVD or something, and everybody else can see it. Netflix can make some more money. Amen. That's true. So you doing okay? Oh yeah, doing great. As Tom says, I'm doing better than he deserves. That's pretty good. Yeah, very good. That's Rick, Kilo November 4 Tango, Juliet Foxtrot, and he's over in Ashland City. Good signal. I'm glad he could make it. Who else is coming? Anybody late checking? Nothing heard. One more chance. Well, very good. We're closing that down. We got give me some free time here. And we normally don't close out this early. Glad everybody showed up. Again, we're not playing a numbers game here and trying to break records, but whoever shows up, shows up. And tonight was just lower than normal. And it gives me some time off. So you guys have a great night. That's it. I'll be on FM here in a minute. I'll be monitoring, and I'll catch you later. K4P. 73s, everybody. I'm closing her down.